So the Texas THC ban goes in effect today, and when I woke up, I wanted to dive into this and do some research on it. So I went to YouTube and I searched the different videos, and there's multiple videos on YouTube about the Texas THC ban. But what I noticed, none of them actually said, they were talking in like legalese or something. None of them actually just stated directly, what the fuck was going on, and just said exactly what it was. They all like beat around the bush and use a lot of big terms and all that. So I'm finna break it down for those who are just regular people like myself who wanna know what the fuck is going on with this ban and all that. Okay, so it says here, this is what's covered under the ban, following a crucial Texas Supreme Court decision that dissolved a years-long injunction. The Texas Department of State Health and Services has criminalized the majority of popular synthetically created hemp derivatives. Banned products include Delta 8 THC, Delta 10 THC, THCP, and THCA, which is very important because that's what most of y'all that's ordering y'all's marijuana from these online dispensaries and these different online places and whatnot are basically ordering THCA. So it's very important to know that that's the main one that's being banned, the THCA. This targets consumables like gummies, edibles, drinks, and smokable pre-rolls containing these variants. So that includes edibles, the smoking green, all that. What remains legal? Naturally occurring Delta 9 THC products remain legal, provided they stay under the state and federal limit of 0.3 THC by dry weight. That's where it gets confusing, because it says THCA is banned. However, we all know that THCA is, when they measure the THC levels, they measure the THC levels prior to them reaching the illegal levels. That's how they made a loophole to even be able to, distribute the THCA. So here it's kind of unclear. It's a little vague. It's saying, as long as it's not over that limit of 0.3, which, from what I understand, a lot of the THCA, when it's sent to you before you light it, is under the level of the 0.3 THC. However, it says it does list THCA as being one of the banned products. So this is where it gets confusing. Impact on retailers and customers. Local smoke and vape shops around major Texas cities have been forced to quickly clear up to 50% to 90% of their existing inventory. Furthermore, any businesses continue to sell permissible hemp products face vastly higher annual state registration fees, which skyrocketed from $150 to $250 up to $5,000 to $10,000 per location. Criminal penalties. Criminal penalties. Law enforcement agencies, including San Antonio Police Department and Austin Police, have confirmed that possessing the banned synthetic cannabinoids will be prosecuted strictly under Texas state law. Because these products are now Schedule 1 controlled substances, penalties are based entirely upon weight rather than the standard marijuana laws. Product weight, classification, and potential penalties. Under 1 gram, state jail felony, 180 days to 2 years in jail. So that's one thing that has changed. Y'all need to be very aware of. Now, the possession of marijuana in Texas is a felony. Before it was a misdemeanor. Now it's a felony just for the possession. And that's under 1 gram, so it's not like you gotta have a lot. All right, 1 to 4 grams. Third degree felony, up to 10 years in prison, $10,000 fine. 4 to 400 grams. Second or first degree felony, up to 20 years in prison. So they can give you 20 years in prison for having 4 grams of THCA. 4 grams. So it's not even a tray 5. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's barely a tray 5 that you can have in your pocket or whatever. You get caught with it, and that's a second or first degree felony, punishable for up to 20 years. Over 400 grams, enhanced felony, up to a life sentence. So for y'all that got that riding around them pound, riding around you getting it, you got the whole pound on you and all that, you facing life, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Just for marijuana, this is marijuana, y'all. This ain't like some, you know what I'm saying, cocaine or ice. This ain't nothing like that. This is just straight marijuana. So yeah, that's pretty much, I wanted to just go over that, you know what I'm saying? Because I had watched, I'm telling you, I clicked on and watched like 5 or 6 news stories from Texas news stations about this. And not one of them gave what I just told you just now. Not one of them gave that information. It was like they clouded it. It was real vague how they talked about it. None of them just clearly stated what the fuck was going on. So I just wanted to do that for my people. So shout out to y'all. I hope you have a good day. If you are a marijuana smoker or distributor, be very, very, very careful. This is Amadi Media. I'm out.